I always buy my chickens whole, and they're only about $1.50 a pound. That way, when you cut off the breast and the thighs, you have the leftover carcass, and you have the leftover legs, which I've scored, and wings that you can use to make your stock. Now, after I cut up my one chicken, I freeze it, and after I do a second one, I know I have two that I can use to make some stock with, which is what we're going to be doing today. But first, a kitchen safety tip. Whenever I cook any meats, especially chicken, I always fill my sink with hot soapy water first. This way, when you're touching the chicken, you're not going to touch that handle first. You're going to be able to wash your hands, hot soapy water, then turn on the water to rinse them. We're going to start by placing our rinsed and thawed chicken pieces into our large stock pot. And we'll pour in 1 gallon of cold water, and we'll turn on the heat to medium high. In the meantime, we're going to prep our vegetables, starting with the onions. We're going to give them a rough chop, maybe 2 or 3, and then maybe 2 or 3 this way. You can even use the piece with the root, doesn't matter. And from the garlic, we're going to cut it completely across and use the whole head. We're going to rough chop 2 celery stalks and 2 carrots. And yep, you can leave the ends on too. When the chicken starts to simmer, we're going to lower the heat to about medium and let it cook for about 20 minutes. Then we're going to use our strainer to get any of the scum out of here. It's going to make it cloudy and bitter. Then we'll add all of our vegetables. Then we'll toss in from my garden some sprig of fresh thyme. Let's do 2. Got some fresh Italian parsley and a couple of bay leaves. I'll finish up with about a teaspoon black peppercorns. Now we're going to put the lid on and leave it at about medium low so it slow simmers. Make sure when you do the lid, you put a vent in the lid so the steam can escape out. We're going to let this cook for at least 1 hour minimum. If you like a richer stock, then I would go maybe 3 hours. If you like it really concentrated, go 4. In the meantime, as the house starts to smell really good, let's go watch some baseball. Well, it's been 3 hours, and as you can see, we had a reduction of about maybe 2.5 to 3 inches on the sides over here. Now we're going to want to skim off most of this fat as possible. We're going to use our ladle here. And the best way to do this is to start in the middle and move it around so the fat accumulates around the edge of the pot. And then we'll just simply skim it up and place it in a secondary vessel here. Now to strain our stock, I've got a colander with some cheesecloth on top and a bowl underneath. I bet you thought I forgot the bowl this time, like in the beef stock video, didn't ya? Didn't ya? It's going to go into a bowl. Shit. Not this time. Jolly Joker. Boy, it looks and smells divine. Can't wait to use it. So much better than that can or box stuff you get in the grocery store. At this point, we're going to go ahead and let it set out for a while and cool before we put it in the fridge in the bowl so it'll solidify all those fats that'll rise to the very top. Then we'll just scrape them off. This is easy and delicious. The next day, we can remove from the fridge and use a sharp edge of a spoon and we'll scrape off that fat that has risen to the top. Boy, we got a great looking stock here. We're going to put this into some containers. I have different sizes that I use. I have a 3-cup container and a 1/2-cup container that I use for making pan sauces. You can use your stock immediately or refrigerate for up to 4 days or freeze for up to 6 months. If you've not done so, please subscribe to our channel. We got a lot of great recipes coming up using this very stock. And thanks for watching.